Good morning again, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to yoga practice, gentle yoga practice. I am Anne Casapini, and I'm so pleased to have you all here today. We are grateful to the library for allowing us to present this program. And what I'm doing in these recent weeks is looking at the yoga practice through the lens of the Chakra system, which is an ancient system of wellness and wholeness. And my goal is to give you a little bit of information about it, just to pique your interest and open up the major energy centers. They are called chakras. You can think of them as circles of light, energy wheels, and we'll get more into that in a little bit. So first we'll begin with some centering. I would like you to have a strap today for today's practice, and we will use a chair. In this class, we don't do poses on the floor, so it'll all be standing or sitting moves. All right, so make yourself very comfortable, please. You can sit on your chair, and I'm sitting closer to the camera so I can be closer to you. Place your feet on the floor and see if you can get a sense that the weight is balanced. Get grounded. And the weight under your hips is grounded, and the hands can just rest on your lap. Spine is long, lean back a little bit. The base of your skull telescopes upwards like you're growing an antenna. And gently draw your focus inward. You might want to close your eyes 3/4 or all the way for a few minutes. Turning inward, welcome yourself to your practice. Good. Sense the support of the floor and the chair. Now I also invite you to sense the fluidity of the breath. Just in review, when we did chakra number 1, that was about grounding. Number 2 was about fluidity. So you can connect to that wave of the breath. Just notice the in-breath and notice the out-breath. Invite a flowing breath. Good. Yes. And that third chakra last week was all about vitality. So as we relax deeply and as we breathe deeply, we increase our own vitality. Good. And today it'll be all about the heart center. It's called Anahata. Yes, I like to ring the bell as a reminder to come to this moment right now. So welcome again, and just a few words about the heart center. Since it's a class for the library, I also want to give you some of my favorite resources. This one, we can call this the Bible of the Chakras, Wheels of Life by Anodea Judith. It's a really wonderful resource if you're really up for exploring. And then a smaller volume, which I really love as well. It's this chakra meditation. So let me share with you a few words about it, so you get a little bit of an overview. Know that the centers, there are 7 major energy centers in your body, according to this ancient tradition. And they can be open or closed. They can be working well, like gears, interlocking gears, or they can be obstructed or stuck. So our goal is to have more energy in our lives, in our bodies and minds and hearts. So that's the goal, to really feel integrated. So a little bit about the heart chakra. When the energy of this center is flowing well, you feel grounded. You feel grounded. In the lower chakras, number 1, 2, 3, which are at the base of your spine, just below your navel, at your navel, and now the heart. You're grounded and yet you feel free, free like a bird. You're self-accepting, trusting, compassionate, forgiving. The heart chakra is all about the ability to love and to receive love, compassion, forgiveness, all that good stuff. You'll feel filled with hope. You'll feel empowered. Also, the sense of touch is associated. So you're open to being touched, and you're open to reach out and touch and enjoy the things in the world and people in the world. Now, in the physical body, this chakra governs your heart and lungs. So when it becomes unbalanced, ailments can include asthma, pneumonia, chronic bronchitis, upper back and shoulder pain, and even lung or breast cancer. A broken heart is a sign that your heart chakra has shut down, maybe through divorce, death, abuse, abandonment, or betrayal. All that can cause this type of emotional numbness as your heart chakra barricades itself from unendurable pain, cutting off communication with the other energy centers. And as a result, you can feel empty, filled only with air. So again, this is just a little bit of information to pique your interest. Each of the energy centers is associated with different colors. I'm wearing green today, different shades of green, different essential oils, different foods, even different poses. So today our focus will be shoulder openers and mini back bends. Okay, so let's go to standing now. I'll meet you on the mat. Change my glasses. And here we go. Please have your chair at the front of your mat, the 4 feet of the chair safely on your mat, and the high back close to you, so you can hold on if you need to. Your feet are going to be outer hip width apart to start. You can just bend your knees a little bit and send some energy down through the legs and feet so you're nice and grounded. Standing tall, I'd like to start with just some head and neck movement. First, just lower the chin to the chest. You'll feel a stretch at the back of your neck. Feel that? Then come on up. Good, good. Look all the way to one side without turning your shoulders, and center. And all the way to the other side, center. Now, I'll do opposite of you. Take your right ear to your right shoulder, and let the opposite shoulder hang down. You can shake the opposite arm out. Good, good. Come on up. Please go to the other side. Gently stretching this area between the shoulder and the ear. Shake it out a little bit. Come on up. Go to the first side again. Lower your chin to your chest. Do a half circle to the front chest only. Then again to the other side. And 2 more times. Notice any sounds your neck might make. Notice any tension that you may feel. And begin to invite a release of tension. Good, and come back up. Now I'd like you to inhale, shrug your shoulders up, and then exhale on a voice, if you can, don't be shy. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up, exhale, good. Inhale, shrug up, exhale, nice. And now again, bend your knees so you know you're not locking, and then straighten them again. Inhale, lift the hands and arms up, shoulder height, and release. Palms are facing the floor. Inhale again, raise a little bit higher. And release. Just breath and movement. Inhale and exhale. So this energy center of the heart is associated with air. So think about your breath. Prana in Sanskrit, the life force. We want to increase the breath, increase our energy. Let the movements get bigger. Let the breath get deeper. I don't ever want you to go to pain. So if it hurts to lift your arms too high, only go to the point where you have no pain. Good. Inhale. Now lift your arms. Turn the palms to face each other. I'll move back a little bit so you can see more of my arms. And you're going to stretch up tall, but relax the shoulders. Good. And then crescent to one side. Come back to center. Press your navel back towards spine as you do this for some core support. And come back to center and melt the arms. Good. I'd like you to take a strap now. We're going to continue opening up the shoulders and the pectoral area. Take your feet a little bit wider and take a nice length of strap, maybe about 3 feet or so. And I want you to pull the strap taut. And then inhale, lift up. And as you exhale, take the strap back a little bit without bending your elbows. So if you need more strap in order to achieve that, give yourself more strap. And then return it in front of the hips. Let's keep doing that a few times. Inhale, lift up and stretch tall. pulling the strap nice and taut so the hands are actively pulling apart from each other. And release. Again, breath and movement. Inhale. Feel the opening in the top quadrants of your chest. Maybe you'll go back a little further without strain. Yeah, good. And release. I'll show you the full range of motion now. You don't have to do it this year. It can go all the way behind your hips. Inhale, lift up. Exhale and release. Good. So you're going to feel that here, right? Again, the heart center. We want to lift and open the heart. So now let's measure armpit to armpit width. Just a little bit shorter width. And let's continue. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, take that strap behind your neck, but not on your neck. Pull the hands apart. Press your elbows back a little bit. You feel the shoulder blades moving in towards spine. Yeah, waking up the rhomboids. You may even feel a little shaking. Good. Feel that. Breathe. Can you drop your front ribs down a little bit? Yeah, good, good. Inhale, lift up. Exhale and release. Now, if you're tired, you can rest. You can roll the shoulders out a little bit. You can open and close your hands if they got tired holding the strap. Let's try it again. Measure armpit to armpit. Pull it taut. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it behind your neck, but not on your neck. Press the elbows back, lift your chest, but drop the front ribs down a little bit. Yeah, good. You're pulling the hands apart from each other using this strap to create some resistance. And you're pressing your elbows back, breathing. Yes, the breath will flow. Try to breathe in through the nostrils and breathe out through the nostrils for the entire class. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale and release. Good. One more variation of this using the strap. Take a wide strap again. Inhale, lift up. And now side lean. Another crescenting of the sides of your torso. Good. Inhale, come up. Have a little fun with it. Yes. Waking up the body, warming up the body. Inhale, come up. Exhale and release. Good. So you can put the strap to the side now. Excellent. So here I want you to stand. I'm going to show you from the side. We're going to do standing cat-cow. So your feet are sitting bone distance apart, toes pointing forward. Bend your knees, hold on right at your thigh bones above your knees. Now please wait for the exhale to come and then round your spine. Press your navel up, scoop out the belly. Then inhale, look forward, arch the spine. Elbows hug in toward ribs. Good. And let's go again. Round your spine. Inhale, arch and look forward. So we're warming up the spine. In Sanskrit, the spine is called Sushumna Nadi. Nadi means energy channel, and it's the major energy channel in your body. And all the 7 chakras, roughly, you can visualize them along the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Now you can go a little faster, play with it a little bit. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch, stay wide across the top chest, shoulders pull back, elbows hug in toward ribs, and then exhale and round. Next time you're inhaling and arching, stay there, put hands a little higher, right on your hips, squeeze your elbows together, look forward, and press into your feet, and come on up to standing. Great. So we've warmed up the shoulder area. Now let's go into a half dog. So holding on to the back of the chair, step back. This is an L-shaped pose. Find your ankles under your knees, under your hips, under the sides of your hips. Bend your knees here. I'd like you to lift your upper arms up away from the earth. Lift the armpits. Lift your upper chest. Keeping that melt between the shoulder blades. There's a softening there. It's like you create a valley between the shoulder blades. Lift your navel. Good. And slowly now, I'd like you to bend one knee and lean into the straight leg hip. The other leg, so one knee is bent, one leg is straight. Explore that. See how that feels. Keep actively lifting your upper arms a little bit away from the floor to support your shoulders a little better. Good. Yes. And now bend both knees at the same time. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs a little or a lot, depending on how it feels at the back of your legs. These are your hamstrings. So you're going to inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, straighten a little bit or a lot. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend, and now lift the head, lift the torso, walk forward. Great, nice. Again, the element associated with this chakra is air. So let's do a little bit more breath and movement. Let's do moving powerful chair to warm the body up a little more. If you need help with balance, you can always stay facing the chair. With hands starting at the sides of your hips. Inhale, float your arms up. Fingers are open wide. Exhale, bend your knees, bow the torso forward. Inhale, press into your feet, straighten the legs, lift the arms. Touch the sky, exhale, lower just the arms. 2 more times, please. Inhale, the arms, and as you exhale, sit like you're sitting in a chair. Keep your knees parallel. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, lower the arms. Good. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, sit like you're sitting in a chair. Inhale, rise up to standing. And exhale, lower the arms. Good. We're going to go into a warrior one now. So you can step close to the chair. Please step your right leg back, about 3 feet or so. Point your left foot straight forward. We'll all be on the same feet. So left leg forward, right leg back. The right toes turn out a little bit. So if there was a clock in front of you, the back toes would point to about 2 o'clock. From here, inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, straighten it. Inhale, bend. Keep rooted on the inner edge of your front foot. And release, inner and outer. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Feeling the stretch in the back calf. Now stay here with the front knee bent, back leg straight. And just let go of the chair and check your balance. If you're fine, stay there. If you're not fine, hold on and move the back foot and leg 1 or 2 inches more off to the side so you have a broader foundation from left to right. And from here, I'd like you to lift your arms up, bring the forearms together. And then you're going to inhale, pull the elbows back, lift the heart area looking forward, and exhale, close. Yeah, so the arms, the elbows and arms, upper arms are in like a right angle. Inhale, open, stay rooted in your feet. Exhale, close. Good. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more if you can. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Then hold on to the chair, step forward, and march in place. So when you have a fire in the fireplace and you want it to get a little bit brighter, right? We use the bellows. We put some air in there. So we're using our own breath. You can switch your feet now to create some more heat in the body, some more energy, more vitality. The right leg is forward. The left foot is back, slanted out a little bit so the back toes are pointing to about 10 o'clock. All right, from here, inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, straighten. If you want more challenge, don't hold on. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Sense your calf muscle getting a nice stretch here. Stay here now. Again, let go of the chair for a moment. Test your balance. If it's fine, stay there. Leave your feet where they are. If you need a little more support, move the back foot out to the left another inch or 2. All right, from here, keeping the front knee bent, back leg straight, please lift your elbows. Bring your forearms and hands together if you can. The upper arms are parallel to the floor. And you're going to inhale, open the arms and elbows. You pull them back behind your shoulders, lift your heart area. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more if you can. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Holding on or not for more challenge. Step forward and release the pose. Really good. Now I'd like to take you into eagle pose, which is one of my favorite poses. Great for the backs of the arms, the upper back stretch. And also it's a balance challenge. So you have 3 options. If you're tired at this point, you can sit on the chair and do it on the chair. You can also, if you have issues with balance, you can take your hips to a wall. Your feet will be about 8 inches or so away from the wall, and you'll start that way with the hips on the wall. All right, let's do the legs first. You can also face the chair if you need that security. So you bend your knees and take the left leg. The left leg is going to come up and over, and then you press the ball of foot on the floor. So my front foot, the heel of my front foot is lifted. The right arm comes forward. The left arm scissors underneath, palms press. And now you're going to do some circles. So again, if this is hard for you, choose to sit down and do it, or choose to have your hips pressed up against a wall. Do some circles and notice. Very good. And circle the other way. So the element of air has a sort of a sense of freedom, right? Spaciousness, flying in the air, spaciousness. So you can think about that as we do these movements. This is eagle pose. You can think about that. Breathe. If we hold on to anything too tightly, we suffocate it, right? When you think about love, the freedom to love and let be, love and be compassionate, love with understanding, all of that related to that spaciousness, how much spaciousness you can give your loved ones. And then release. Good, nice. Now let's do the other side. Mixing up the sides. So this, now I want you to do right leg up and over. Yep. And left arm on top, right arm underneath, press the palms and bow. Good. And circle. Gently breathe. Notice where you feel a nice stretch. I hope you feel something in the upper back, in the upper arms, maybe even in the sides of the hips as you bow forward. And center the elbows and just pause. If you like more challenge, you can take the elbows closer to the knees. Connect to your breath. Good. When you're ready to release it, press down into the floor, right? You reground and then you undo. Wonderful. Okay, let's do now some lunge work. You're going to hold on to the chair. Step the right leg back. All right, now this is parallel lunge where the back heel is lifted and your inner ankles are parallel. See how that feels when you let go. If it's too much, turn the back foot out a little bit and put the whole foot on the floor like in a warrior one foot, so you have more surface area connecting you to your foundation. All right, here we go. Try to lift the shoulders over your hips and bend the front knee more. Now the back leg is ultimately straight, but if you have a bionic hip, you can bend the back knee so it's less pulling at the front of the hip. But eventually, or if you feel comfortable, you can straighten that back leg. Lift the sternum. What's going to help you in this pose to protect the lower back is press your tailbone into the body and the navel into the body. Okay, so from here, what I'd like you to try, this is a balance challenge and a strength challenge in your leg. Imagine you have a beach ball behind you. You're going to roll the shoulders up and back and take your hands behind you and squeeze an imaginary beach ball. Now, if that's too hard, you can hold on with one hand. And like I said, you could put that back foot down and slant it out so you have more stability. So you're going to press an imaginary beach ball while you're lifting your heart and looking forward. Good. Another variation, harder, is to interlace your hands and continue to look up maybe to where the wall meets the ceiling. Yeah, just opening the heart center. Feel that and breathe. Good. When you're done, hold on. Step forward, march in place, let go of any tension you may have created. And now the left leg goes back. Good. Parallel lunge, the back heel is lifted. I scoot my back toes down. I'm on the tiptoes of my back foot. I squeeze my inner thighs together for help in stability. And I bend my front knee. See how that feels when you let go. If it feels too difficult, turn the back toes out a little bit and plant the whole foot on the floor. You can shorten the stance, the distance between the front and back foot. And you can do it that way. Good. Lift the heart. Take the front of the shoulders up and back. It feels like you're squeezing your shoulder blades toward each other. Palms are reaching behind you and facing each other. And you're squeezing into an imaginary beach ball. And just feel that. Notice how you contract the rhomboids, the upper back muscles. The back body contracts, the front body opens. Just notice what that feels like. Breathe into that. Again, if it's too hard, one hand stays holding the chair while you do it. Another option that is harder is interlacing your hands, lifting the heart, eyes looking up to where the wall meets the ceiling. Stay rooted in your feet. Stay grounded in your breath. Really good. Let go. And step forward. March in place. Let go of any tension. Now, let's use the chair to help us into a stretch for the quads. So facing the front of your mat, put all your weight on your left foot. Hug the right knee into yourself. Slide the hand down the shin. Lower the knee. So your thighs are parallel, your knees are parallel, and you're going to hold your toes. Now, some of us may not be able to do this because the quads can be too tight. In that case, you take a strap. I'll show you how to use your strap. And just fold it in half, make a loop. And then you bend your right knee and put the front of your ankle into the loop. So now you have an arm extender. So you can approach the pose safely and carefully, a little at a time. And as the front of your leg opens up a little more, you'll shorten the strap. You'll slowly pull the heel toward the outer hip. You feel that? Good. Facing forward. Breathe here. Keep rooting through the weight-bearing leg. Those that want more challenge, you're going to hold the toes. Maybe you'll lift the other hand up. And maybe you'll bow forward. You do not have to do these variations today or ever. I like to just give options so everyone can practice at the appropriate level. It's a balance challenge. Breathe. Really good. To come out of it, of course, steady yourself, ground, and release. Other side. Rooting through the straight leg, the right leg. Hug your left knee in. Slide the hand down the shin, lower the knee till your thighs are parallel, your knees parallel. And you kick the foot into your hand. You press the knee back a little bit. See how this goes. If it's too hard, take the strap and make that loop once again. Fold the strap in half and bend the knee and slip the front of your ankle into the strap. You can stay here, or you can try more challenge. You lift one arm up and you bow. Breathe. Press the tailbone into the body. Press the navel into the body. Notice how much your weight-bearing ankle has to work. Gently breathe. Really good. And when you're done, shake it out. Good. Let's do one more balance posture with breath, of course. So you can turn so that you can hold onto the chair if you need it. Tree pose. All the poses have Sanskrit names, so you'll hear me sometimes say the names. This one's called Vrikshasana. Put all your weight, I'll do opposite of you this time. Put all your weight on your right foot. The other knee opens out to the side. So here are some variations. Easiest is to press the ball of the foot down with the heel on the inner ankle. Harder is picking up that foot to inner calf. Hardest, all the way up to the root of your thigh. And you can hold it with your hand, as I'm doing here. Stay there, feel it, breathe. Connect to your breath, the air element. More challenge is to let go of the chair. And then you can try to press the sole of your foot into the leg and see if it'll stay. But if it slips down, maybe go to an earlier variation. Then play, hands in front of the heart maybe, arms out maybe even fly the arms. So as you move the upper body, the arms, the shoulders, can you stay rooted in the feet and legs? Grow the branches of your tree, grow tall, grow the roots into the earth. You can even sway the branches like the wind blowing through. Can you stay grounded even when there's lots of whirlwind around you? It's a nice metaphor for life. And release that pose. Okay, let's go to the other foot. Again, root, grow roots. Press the big toe mound, the inner heel, the pinky toe mound, the outer heel. Let the other knee open out into an external rotation. Press the ball of foot down, heel on inner ankle. Stand tall. So you can feel that connection, right? When you root down, it allows the grounding, but then it allows some room and some spaciousness. The upper body, the spine lengthens upwards. So this is good. We want this. That's version A of your foundation. B is foot on inner calf. Never put it on the inside of the knee because the knees are unforgiving, so we don't want to hurt them. Or you can take it all the way up if that works for you today. Squeeze the inner thigh to the sole of the foot and the foot into the inner thigh. See how that feels. If it doesn't stay, as I mentioned before, go to an earlier version. Then you can have more freedom to play with the hand placement. Maybe you're going to stay with hands in prayer and just pick a gaze point. It's called drishti, a soft gaze point to help you balance. Gently breathe. Or maybe take the arms out. Maybe flow the arms up and down with your breath. Playing with balance. Playing with deepening the air, the prana, the life force. And then maybe swaying the branches of your tree in a random fashion to see how you can stay grounded through the feet, through the legs, even as you're playing with the upper body, upper branches of your tree. Yes, good. And hands in front of the heart and release. Excellent. All right, now what I'd like you to do is turn your chair around and we're going to do quarter dog. So it's an adapted down dog. Again, the 4 feet of your chair are safely on the mat and you hold on to the front corners. Step back into an upside down V shape. Please bend your knees. Good. Concentrate on lifting the upper arm bones away from the floor, lifting your upper chest, and keeping a sense of lightness and lifting in the upper arms, lifting up and forward to your chair. Pull the hips back. Gently pull your thighs back. Straighten your legs to the degree that feels good. Don't overwork. Allow the heels to be off the floor. Bend one knee. Lean into the straight leg hip. Alternate that. See how this feels. Release the neck and head. Good. Now bend both knees for a moment and straighten the legs to the degree you can. Keeping the feet where they are, take the torso forward, shoulders over, wrists. Round your back a little bit, plank. Your weight bearing on the arms and hands. Strengthening your bones. Go back into down dog. Always feel free to rest though. If you need to stop and rest, please do that. Honor your body where it is today. Just repeating this down dog. into plank. My feet stay where they are. Take the torso forward. Good. Now I'd like you to walk your feet toward the chair, and we're going to take a forward fold. So bring your ankles under your hips. Bend your elbows. Release the neck and head downward. You can stay here. If you're already feeling tightness at the back of your legs, just stay here. You could even bend your knees. Going deeper, bring your forearms onto the seat of the chair. Release your neck and head. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Going still deeper if you have two blocks. In your standing forward fold, I really want your hands to be weight bearing. So move your feet back a little bit away from the chair and have your hands on the blocks. And again, you can play. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, straighten. Try to get a sense, is your weight behind the heels or more toward the toes? Try to find side of ankle, side of knee, side of hip in the same line. And some of you might be so flexi-bendy, you could take your hands all the way to the floor. But again, weight bearing in the hands. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. It's a nice stretch for the lower lumbar. Can you feel that? Nice stretch for the neck. The weight of the head creates a nice traction to create some more spaciousness within the spine. Good. To come back up, bend your knees, hold on to your surface. Look forward for a moment. Pause. Take your hands on your hips, squeeze the elbows together, and come on up to standing. Good. How's everybody doing? We're going to continue now with some standing poses using a chair. Okay. So you can move your props to the side and feel free always to take a sip of water if you'd like to have a sip of water. I'd like you to stay hydrated. So now take the chair with the high back facing you, but it's going to be on the long edge of the mat. So the back 2 feet of your chair are on the long edge of the mat. And here you're going to take a wide stance. Start out with the feet parallel. Please open your right foot and slant the back foot in a little bit. Good. I'm doing opposite of you. So here, inhale, bend the front knee. Look at it. Make sure the toes are pointing straight forward and the kneecap is in line. And straighten. Inhale, bend the front leg. Exhale, straighten. Using the breath to warm the body. Again, float the front arm up and release. Inhale, bend and release. Now both arms, if you can do it. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. And the gaze, you can be looking over the middle fingers of the front hand. Now just stay in that pose. Best you can. If it's hard, you can stay one hand holding onto the chair. Breathe here. Good. Try to imagine that underneath your hands, you have some resistance and you're going to press down, but imagine there's something not letting you press down. And can you feel how that engages the muscles in your upper back, your shoulders, your upper back a little bit more? Good. Let's play with that a little bit. Nice. And straighten. We're going to repeat the same leg position and add a change in the upper body position. So bend the front knee. Front forearm is now on your front thigh. Lengthening your spine and revolve the heart toward the sky. So the heart turns toward the sky. Now you could stay here with your elbow and forearm on your front thigh and one hand on the chair. Or you could add the top palm facing the ceiling, swing it back behind you a little bit and take it over your top ear, ear to bicep. I'm really pressing both feet down evenly. And I'm getting a nice stretch on the whole top edge of my body. Continue to breathe in and breathe out. Yes, really good. To come out of it, hold on to chair, look to floor on the front foot, press on the front thigh, straighten the leg. Switch your feet around, please. Excellent. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, straighten. Make sure when you bend that front knee, the kneecap's pointing over the base of the second toe, not falling into the big toe side. Start adding the front arm floating up to shoulder height. Inhale and exhale. Move with the grace of the breath. Let's add the back arm if you can. Try to keep that back hand more in front of the shoulder. Yeah. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten, rooting through both feet evenly. Good. Stay here now. Gaze over the middle fingers of your front hand. This is warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. Feel the strength in your feet, your legs, your whole body. Gently breathe. Good. Now we're going to morph it into the next pose, extended side angle, modified. Front forearm and elbow on front thigh. Other hand can be on chair or hip. Please lengthen in your spine as you breathe in. Revolve the torso to the sky. You'll feel the underneath belly sweep up to the top belly, and the heart, the sternum, turns to the ceiling. Yeah, good. Stay there. Work the feet and legs, strength, the balance, and or turn your top palm to the sky, swing that arm behind you slightly, and now swing it over your head. Connect the ear to the bicep. Yeah, good. And breathe, rooting through the outer edge of the back foot. Stretch all along the top edge of your body, beyond the fingertips. Gently breathe. Really good. Then, to come out of it, look down to your front foot, press down off your front thigh bone, and straighten that leg. Parallel the feet, and gently walk in together. Yeah, really good. Just want to check the time so I know that I can leave enough time. We're going to do a nice meditation today together as we end class. So now I'd like to just take you to a couple of seated poses. So please, let's see, I'm going to turn the chair to the side so you can see this one a little bit better. All right. You're sitting to the middle front of your chair. Feet are on the floor. Spine is long. Let's do a seated twist together. Left hand to the sidebar or the seat of the chair. Other hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Palm is out. Inhale here, lengthen in your spine. And as you exhale, gently twist to the left. Breathe in, lengthen in your spine. Exhale gently, stay there, or twist a little deeper. One more breath here. Really good. To come out of the pose, inhale. Back to center. Good. Just sense that in your body. How does that feel? Let's go the other side. Right hand to the sidebar or holding onto the seat of the chair if that's too much. Left hand to the outside of the right knee. Inhale here. Stretch your spine nice and tall. Keeping that exhale and twist. Every inhale, you're going to lengthen in the spine, make space. Every exhale, gently twist. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. To come out of the pose, please inhale back to center. Great. It's always nice to do a forward fold after a twist. So come a little more forward with your hips, open the toes and knees, bow forward here. You can stay here, or you can put a block between your feet and release the neck and head and shoulders and just bow forward for a couple of breaths here. Have a sense of letting go, a sense of releasing. Yeah, good. Press on your thigh bones to come back up. Good, good. And now let me just move my chair back a little bit. So I'm going to do quad strengthener. You're sitting to the middle front of your chair. You can hold on. I like you to glide 1 foot forward and then lift it. Then lower it down and bring it back. And glide the other leg forward and lift it and lower it down and bring it back. Let's add the breath. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, bring it back. Good. Keep the top of the sacrum drawing into the body. Okay, don't collapse the back. Yeah. Inhale, glide the leg out. Exhale, lift it up. And if it's hard to lift it up, you can use your hands to help. Inhale, extend. You can go like this. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, bring it back. Good. And the slower you do this, the more you're building the strength in those important muscles, these thigh muscles. They need to be strong. It's great to do some of these in your practice. Good. Yeah, excellent. Now, oh yeah, want to do this. Just lean back a little bit. Now you can lean on the chair. Just pick up 1 foot and roll the ankles. You can do one at a time. Just try to make smooth circles in the air. Notice any stickiness. Now you can straighten both legs out and kind of roll them out at the same time. Move the toes toward each other, away from each other, and then reverse that. Great. All right, I think it's time for our meditation now. So I'm going to, actually I'll come onto my block. I'll just come closer. For each of you, you can just make yourself nice and comfortable. You can sit comfortably. If you need the support of the back of your chair, that's fine. Or if you're at home and you're comfortable laying down, you can do that. However you want to be right now. Make yourself warm and comfortable. Yeah, good. So this meditation that we're going to do today, it's called metta meditation. It's a beautiful Buddhist practice. And it's one of my favorite meditations. It has 4 parts and 4 phrases, and I'll share those with you and you can listen in and see how that works. So first, find your comfortable seat. Or position. Spine is long. Connect to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Again, we're working with the heart center today, the 4th chakra. So you can visualize your heart center now, a beautiful emerald green circle of light. I like to even put my hands on my heart center if you want to try that. And breathe. So again, this meditation it's wonderful to work on the compassion aspect of this chakra, the loving aspect, extending love and kindness to yourself and to others. So we begin by sending love and kindness to ourselves. Close your eyes, draw your attention inward. Here we go. May I be happy. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be healthy. May I be free from anger. May I be free from anger. May I have ease of being. May I have ease of being. And now please think of someone you love very, very much. Visualize them in your mind, in your heart. Send them some love and kindness. May you be happy. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be healthy. May you be free from anger. May you be free from anger. May you have ease of being. May you have ease of being. And now please think of someone who's more of an acquaintance, maybe your mail carrier or your bank teller, neighbor, coworker. Visualize them. And to the best of your ability, send them some love and kindness. May you be happy. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be healthy. May you be free from anger. May you be free from anger. And may you have ease of being. May you have ease of being. And now, please think of someone with whom you're having difficulty. It might be someone you're not interested in speaking with ever again. It doesn't mean you're going to forgive this person in this moment. This is for you. This is for your own development of opening your heart to more compassion, to more love and kindness. So to the best of your ability, please visualize this person with whom you're having difficulty. And send them with as much sincerity as possible some loving kindness. May you be happy. It could even be someone you don't know, a political figure. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be healthy. May you be free from anger. May you be free from anger. And may you have ease of being. May you have ease of being. And now knowing you've sent out a lot of loving kindness into the world, just sit for a moment. Sit. Breathe. And you can release that practice. That can be quite challenging, that practice. It's a very powerful, powerful practice. If you practice it over time, you may find wonderful healing in relationships. So thank you all so much for coming to explore chakra number 4 today. It's really a pleasure practicing with you. I hope to see you next week. We'll talk about the 5th chakra, the throat chakra, all about communication. Namaste.